In this video, we're going to take a look at a pre-shot routine that could help you manage your aim bias across different putt types out on the golf course. Now, aim is an important skill for us all to try and master. And aiming across different putt types at different distances, when the ball's below your feet, the ball's above your feet, it can be really challenging to maintain good aim out on the golf course. And obviously aim hugely links into our control of start line. It can also affect other elements in our putting performance, our speed control, and so on. Now, I've seen lots of students who can aim well on the practice green, and when they're in a kind of sterile environment, or maybe they're in the studio here, you know, they can manage their aim fairly well, but when they get out on the golf course and suddenly, you know, the putt means something different, they're aware of more, you know, performance aspects, they're aware of what the putt means to them in that particular moment in the round, they're more dialed into their speed control, and they're maybe, you know, concerned about not hitting it too far past the hole or leaving it short. Aim starts to become a kind of, you know, a forgotten skill, really. They're more focused on other aspects, so aim kind of, you know, starts to suffer for that. And how I would see this develop sometimes is the golfer may have made their read decision and they've got a good sense of where they want the ball to travel. Maybe they have, you know, a linear process where they're looking at a spot here, spot up by the hole. Maybe they're non-linear and they're much more aware of the curve. And they create some great visuals stood behind the ball. And then when they come into the side of the ball to make their practice strokes, because they're kind of more engrossed with what they're doing here and they're looking down, making their practice strokes, they maybe have a couple of looks towards the hole. By the time 10 or 15 seconds have passed, when they then step forward into the putt, they've then kind of lost those visuals, you know, the shape of the putt or the reference points that they had on the green, maybe a spot on the ground, or they've kind of gone. And from then, it's kind of like a struggle to kind of almost reorientate themselves to a putt that they've kind of you know, lost sight of. So a good way to go about your routine will be to actually make your practice strokes behind the ball. So create the visuals for the putt, maybe stand kind of facing the hole so you're looking down the putt line as you make your practice strokes. And then with a really clear image and a really clear view of the path of the ball and your reference points, just come and place the club in. Get into good eye position, place the club in, trace down to the reference points that you want, really get a good feel for, okay, well, I feel well aimed up, I feel well matched up to the curve, and then deliver your stroke. So what that could really help you with is keep that imagery really fresh in your mind, and you just go in and you play the putt. Now, this could be something that you do 15 feet and in, and actually at 20 feet and at 30 and 40 feet, you make your practice strokes to the side of the ball, because speed is more important than having really finite control of your alignment on those longer putts. On the putts inside of 15 feet, you know, speed is still important, but ultimately you need to be able to get your alignment really sharp on those putts to give yourself the best chance of holding it. So it could be something initially that you just introduce on shorter putts. But for me, that routine really keeps the imagery of the putt fresh. It really helps sharpen your aim. And as I say, aim is such a key skill if we're going to hold out well, you know, from short putt distances. So give that a go on the practice green, take that out to the golf course, and really pay attention to your aim when you're putting across different slopes. Okay, let me know how you go and let me know your thoughts and comments below.